Now, viewers, Pakistan has tried to bleed India by 1,000 cuts. The entire nation was seething in rage and anger when 26 innocent lives were snuffed out in Pahalgam. But as unfortunate as it may be, there are some in our own home soil who are aiding the perpetrators across the border. They're supporting the same government that is sponsoring cross-border terror that continues to take innocent lives back home in India. Jyoti Malhotra is one such example. She is just one among several alleged Pakistani spies who have been arrested by various agencies. Jyoti has been arrested in Hisar under the applicable provisions of the Official Secrets Act and Section 152 of the BNS. The investigation so far has revealed that she was regularly in touch with a Pakistani employee at the Pakistan High Commission in Delhi. He goes by the name of Danish and was expelled on the 13th of May on charges of espionage. So, as per the police, she was allegedly spying for Pakistan's intel operatives. She was in constant touch with Pakistan handlers and allegedly transmitted sensitive information through messaging platforms like WhatsApp, Telegram and Snapchat as well. In fact, to avoid any suspicion, Jyoti had in fact saved one of the Pakistani handlers' name in her contact as Jat Randhawa, when his actual name was actually Rana Shehbaz. So, let's now tell you about the modus operandi. In 2023, Jyoti had met Danish at Pakistan High Commission and Danish helped her with a visa to visit Pakistan. They stay in touch. Then Jyoti visits Pakistan twice in 2 years, and looking at her videos, one would feel Jyoti is like any other content creators and influencers and is making these videos showcasing her travel experiences. But no. In the garb of these videos, behind the scenes, a lot was happening. Her content was, in fact, all pro-Pakistan. The attempt was to create a positive image of Pakistan. But then, how was she sharing this information and with whom? Let's tell you what the FIR actually says. Let's get you the details of what is mentioned in these FIRs to give a better detailing of what the investigation has found so far. So, look at the revelations that have come in. Jyoti had met Danish during her visit to the Pakistan High Commission. So let's talk about how it was all put in place. When did it all start? So the first meeting that had taken place between the Pakistani official and Jyoti was in the Pakistan High Commission. Now Jyoti had exchanged numbers with this man identified as Danish. And remember, this is the same man who was made persona non grata by India, official from Pakistan, against whom action was taken because he was spying against India. So they both were in touch, and Jyoti met security and intel officials as well during her Pakistani visit. Now, if you thought until here that it was just a meeting, there was nothing more to it, she actually met security and intel officials as well during her Pakistani visit, all of which was aided by Danish, who was working in the Pakistan High Commission. She was in touch with the Pakistani officials via WhatsApp as well as Telegram as well. Remember, Telegram is also one of the apps that is used. It is very difficult for the officials to also look at these chats, which is why WhatsApp and Telegram was used as well. And Jyoti had passed on this sensitive information to the Pakistani officials. So all information from the country, sensitive information being handed over to the Pakistani officials. And Jyoti had met the Pakistan High Commission staffer, Danish, several times. It was not just a one-off meeting, several times, suggesting that there was much more to it, that much more information was consistently being given. So Jyoti was in touch with the Pakistani intel operatives as well, all of it being mentioned in the FIR.
जो मॉडर्न वॉरफेयर है, इट इज़ नॉट फॉट ओनली ऑन दी बॉर्डर. तो एक नया जो मॉडर्स ऑपरेंडी जो एमओ हमें पता चला है कि जो पीआईओज हैं वो कुछ सोशल मीडिया इन्फ्लुएंसर्स को रिक्रूट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, और जहाँ पे वो अपने सॉफ्ट पेडलिंग और सॉफ्ट पावर पुश के थ्रू अपने नैरेटिव चलाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो उसी क्रम में ये हमें सेंट्रल एजेंसी से इनपुट मिला था, उस पर हमने काम किया. तो ज्योति मल्होत्रा जो कि रेजिडेंट है हिसार की, उसको हमने अरेस्ट किया. तो शी वॉज इन टच विथ पीआईओज एंड शी हैड ऑल्सो विजिटेड पाकिस्तान मल्टीपल टाइम्स, और she has also visited once, और उसे हमने परसों अरेस्ट किया है. और उसकी हमने अभी 5 दिन के पुलिस रिमांड पे लिया. गाँव हमले के पहले बिल्कुल गई थी, उसके पहले वो मतलब उसके आसपास वो पाकिस्तान भी गई थी, तो इसमें आपस में क्या लिंकेजेस हैं वो हम स्टैब्लिश कर रहे हैं.
Now, in fact, Jyoti Malhotra's various foreign trips have also raised eyebrows, like the officials just pointed out. This also includes her visit to Pakistan. And look at the timing of this visit. It was just ahead of the Pahalgam attack. Her visit to China also under the scanner of the police officials, and then her visit to Indonesia, where she allegedly met Pakistani operatives. Agencies are now probing if this encounter was coincidental or part of a broader pattern of coordinated overseas ISI engagement. But that's not all. In fact, we have breaking updates now coming in. Top sources have told Times Now that just months before the attack in Pahalgam, Jyoti Malhotra did visit the area. And as per sources, Jyoti had arrived on the 15th of December and was accompanied by another influencer, Priyanka Senapati. She stayed in area visiting Pahalgam. This was just months ahead of the attack in Pahalgam, which is why it is under the scanner of the officials. She had also visited Sonmarg, Gulmarg, as well as Kokarnag as well. And subsequently, her vlogs, in fact, linked to her Kashmir visit, were removed from her YouTube account. And she made her Instagram account private.